And we have officially connected. That means we're live. I'm your host, Commander Get Good Fox. Ronan Fox, Armored Security. That means you're in the Fox Republic. And today we are going to play some more MechWarrior 5. Basically the day before the DLC. The DLC is coming out tomorrow, not for MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, but for Clans. And, yeah, I will be playing that tomorrow. I looked up, I asked around, I had the AI look up, when is the release date coming out. Then I had to double check it, like to check a bunch of sources. And according to the AI, it says that it's coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So 2 hours earlier than my stream would usually be, but, that's fine. I'll just get up, I'll just get up earlier and prepare everything for it. That is going to be the plan. We're going to be hitting MechWarrior 5 Clans, the Wolves of Tukiyid. I'm going to try to get it done in one day as well. I'm going to... Tomorrow would normally be anime night. It really depends on if... I don't know how long the DLC is going to be, because, anime night would be at 10 p.m., so that's, 8 hours? I could see myself beating the DLC within 8 hours, but at the same time, I might not be able to beat the DLC in 8 hours, so, that's the plan. That's basically what is going to be going on. So today, we got MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Tomorrow, we've got Wolves of Tukiyid, and like I said, I am going to try to beat the Wolves of Tukiyid in a single playthrough, in a single sitting. So that'll be a pretty big deal. See what's going on down in chat. Long live MechWarrior says, am I going to play Mercs or Wolves of Tukiyid? Today we're playing Mercs because Wolves of Tukiyid is not available. But tomorrow I will be playing Wolves. Primark GG says, Stompy robot action. That's right. We are going to be going in there to beat some people up and bring some money home. Primark just now asked, Fox, did you see the Black Pants Legion Black Knight trailer? I have not. I've been pretty busy, so, I am mostly out of the loop in terms of what is going on. Yesterday I had to host Anime Night. Today, and also, last Anime Night was very important because we began watching the original Mobile Suit Gundam, which is the grandfather of the realistic militarized robot genre. So, BattleTech, for example, owes a lot of its history to Gundam. So we're watching it as almost like a historical documentary in addition to an anime. So I had a lot of homework and preparation to do, preamble to, get people, because we're going back to 1979. So it's some amount of culture shock is certainly, one, you're watching a non-English created cartoon, and then it's also, we're going back to 1979, and, it's not that people were born in 1979, it's that the artists come from, the 40s or the 50s, and they are, think what is cool and futuristic by their standards, basically, so there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Ultra Joel says, well, finally captured a that's a dire wolf. A dire wolf S that has done very well for me. I've also captured the Spider RCX and gave it clan tech weapons. And the Spider has been a great infiltration mech that can 1v1 clan light mechs. Very good. Primark says, I watched it as a young teenager in both languages. The Japanese version was better. That makes sense. I don't think that the West was really taking voice acting very seriously. The voice acting is it's passable, is the way I would describe it so far. Some people have really fit into their roles very quickly, but it's okay. But a lot of the people in my watch group, they don't like reading subs. So we got to deal with the kind of passable voice acting. Lycan Metal says, hey, welcome to the show, Lycan Metal. Anyways, I'm joined by my usual host, Dr. Sheriff Crab. How's it going?
Going pretty good, brother. Looking forward to kicking some ass today. Only one per week at the minute. It's a very busy time of year, I suppose, but
yeah,
schedules be schedules.
Yeah, it's been unusually busy. My sister came in the other day as well, right. So I had a lot of stuff to do, kind of like a late Thanksgiving. But, we're going to get things back on track. We're going to get things going. I need to get the King Crab video going as well, but it's just like everything's like flying at me at the moment. Trying to get out what content I can. Here is a status report on how the playthrough is going. Our goal is to capture all of the mechs listed. There is one space below each mech, and that's because in the event I need to add some kind of noteworthy detail or if I want to remember something about them. But those are all the mechs we need to obtain. We're actually doing pretty good on the light mechs. The R60, we'll have an R60 in time. The two of them are hero mechs. The RCX Spider is all we need, and the hero mech, so, those will be kind of a pain to find. The fire starters, there's a lot that were made later on. That was due to Davion. Davion made the S and the S1. They wanted, like, kind of a up-to-date fire starter, so those aren't even available in the game yet. And we're going to start breaking into the medium mechs. In fact, that's my goal on this stream, is to start saving up money so that we can get into the medium mechs. Like, that is what we are gonna do. So step one is to we got a little bit of news. MechWarrior 5 news, if you don't know, MechWarrior 5 Clans is currently on sale. So normally Clans would be $30, $29.99. It's off 40%, so it's $17.99. In addition to that, the first DLC, the Ghost Bear Flash Storm, would usually be $19.99. It's 30% off, so it's $13.99 right now. And then you can also get some odds and ends, the digital collectors content, the invasion mech patterns. I'm not going to get those because, I just don't care. But I went ahead and bought the game. I didn't think they were going to make this much DLC for it, which is why I didn't originally buy it. But now that they're on their second DLC, I'm like, okay, I'll buy the game completely. And, I got that going. I need to install the game still, though. But I will be playing Wolves of Tukia, the DLC, tomorrow. It's supposed to come out at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's UTC -5, by the way. I'm going to try to beat it in one stroke. That's the plan right there. Primark says, can I recommend investing in a fly swatter if everything is flying at you? They're like way too skilled for fly swatters. They are just like, it's like mosquitoes. Like, you'll never fly swat all the mosquitoes where I live. Anyways, I've got some pretty good missions lined up. Over here in Savensville, we've got a multi-op. Look at that. We got a ×4 multi-op, and then just to the quote-unquote south, we are at La Brea. We've got a ×4 multi-op because I did decide to support the independents as well. So we've got 8 missions of multi-op, like back to back to back to back. And once again, for the new mech warriors out there, the way I like to make money, there's different ways to make money. The way I like to make money in the beginning of a playthrough is to max out the standing of my starting faction. So in my case, I started in the Draconis Combine, and I already got them to basically max. Like, there's no further bonus than this. So I get +5 negotiation points, and then what I do is I look for multi-ops of the factions that I'm supporting. So over here, Draconis Combined, they really like us, so, we should get some pretty good contracts over here. The independents, I am in the process of building them up, so, we don't get as many benefits, but let me tell you, doing a multi-op for them should change things as well. So, let's go ahead and get started. So this one has an infiltration, 2 infiltrations, a garrison duty, and a defense. So we're going to have to watch our salvage here because we only get 2 missions that involve combat. So there's a really good chance that we will overdraw on our salvage, but So let's definitely go for max money. Definitely. Okay, looks like we can just take everything. So yeah, we can just take everything. So the first one's an infiltration. In that case, I think we're just going to take our pilots out and we're just going to bring in these spiders. I went ahead and upgraded all of them to have light knuckles. It's really hard to get more performance out of the spider, to be totally honest. Like, getting more performance out of the spider is really tough. So, they don't need any heat sinking. Like, the amount of heat sinking they have is fine. So I took out a heat sink and then added 2 knuckles onto them just to get them, like, a little more power. Not that I think, melee is a really good idea with a spider, just because you're, really risking crashing into things. You're risking taking damage from not being evasive. The Spider is a 30-ton mech, so it does have better armor than most light mechs, but, you know, I just because I'm putting the light knuckles on, it doesn't necessarily mean I think it's a good idea. But at the same time, there really isn't any other way to increase the mech's firepower without either using higher quality weapons, Lost Tech weapons, or clan weapons. This is about as good as it's going to get right now.
Maybe just as wise taking them off and putting some jump jets on, to be honest.
Possibly, yeah, I mean...
Let's go new weapons.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, the jump jets could come in handy. I mean, I never use them, but, you know, maybe I need to start using them.
Only for this type, I mean, where you're, like, jumping over things.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Objective.
Long Live MechWarrior asks, am I going to play the Wolves of Tukia? When it comes out, I will, yes. I'm going to try to beat the game in one stroke as well. So when I hit the Wolves of Tukia, my plan is to try to beat it in one go. It's supposed to come out at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but it tends to not come out right on time. Like, it does tend to come out a little later, but I'll be ready by 2 p.m. Eastern time for... and like I said, I'll try to beat it in one go. I'm hoping that it lasts about 6 hours or so. That way I'll have time for anime night. But if I don't have time, I'll just cancel anime night. I need to squish these guys because they are going to interfere with my ability to capture this.
Commander, there are one or more powered down battle mechs nearby. Keep an eye out for them.
Got it.
Data transfer complete.
I got another one that's pretty close by. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one.
No problem, I'm just going to jump into position. I mean, take your time.
So, Long Live MechWarrior asks, why don't I take my time in the campaign? The reason for that is because for games that have, like, a campaign experience and that's it, like, they don't have, like, a recurring value, the viewership absolutely tanks after the first episode. Like, basically, after the first episode, viewership I expect to drop by, like, 50%. Like, and then on the third episode, I expect it to drop another 50% after that episode. Like, it just tends to be the way that, I'll go ahead and take us out whenever you want. It just tends to work that way because basically once people have seen the game, basically, okay, well, this is how viewers work. Viewers are like, I'm going to tune in and watch the whole campaign. Now that I've seen the whole campaign, I don't need to see any more. Now, some people who are very enthusiastic of the game, sure, they will continue watching. I'm just going to go ahead and take everything because I don't want our salvage value to get, like, out of control and we get, like, screwed. Some people will continue watching, like the enthusiasts will, but like the amount of enthusiasts are going to be like very, very low by comparison. And like I said, you can, oh, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, you get to use the elite pilot. And then we'll put these guys in. So this mission is garrison duty. There might be mercenaries. Too low, unlikely, too low for there to be mercenaries. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to use the Centurion again, because it's garrison duty. Use a long-range weapon. Oh, yeah, I'm using the Urban Mech. I'm stealing it from you.
No, you're going to steal it?
Yeah, I got it.
I've already used it, to be fair.
Yeah, that's right. I need to use it. I need to use the herb. We can give them fire starters, because the next mission is I'm pretty sure the next mission is... Oh, my gosh. I'll give them a spooter. I'm pretty sure the next mission is a recon mission, so should be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the long story short is that after the first stream, honestly, after the first day, like, okay, if you are doing here's a random tip as a content creator. I mean, I don't know how relevant this is, but if you are going to play a game that has a campaign, and that is the value of the game, and once the campaign is done, the game's value diminishes, you need to play it on the moment it releases, and you need to get through it in, like, one stroke. You need to just complete the whole thing. The only exception would be is if you are a distinguished content creator like Markiplier, and people are specifically coming because they want to see you play it. That might be an exception, but even Markiplier is not immune to the kind of like massive drop off. Like one of the games he played, for example, is Oxygen Not Included, and like his first episode was getting like millions of views. His second episode got like 1 million point something views, and then he was Markiplier, as big and as powerful as he was down to under 1 million viewers in episodes because there's just massive drop off in ongoing series like that. So it was so like basically no one is exempt from it. Like it's just the way it works for basically everyone. There's no way I'm gonna go for that tank. I'm just gonna wait near the, like, I do not have the speed to do it. So it's like, what can you do? That's the plan. I mean, like, when I say I'm going to push through the content, I don't mean, like, I'm going to listen to all the cutscenes. I will read all the dialogue. I will experiment with things along the way. But, you know, that's the plan over. You know what? I'm just going to tell them to destroy that. Here,
Oh, another one.
go,
Why do they
go,
put this tank so far away?
here, go and get
So
them.
annoying.
Let's see if they can do it. Where's my controller at? Let's see if they can do this. Go forth, minions. Ah, yes. Very good, excellent work here, closing the distance with the enemy. You can do it. Yep. You know, the terrain is a greater obstacle than the enemy, it seems. Get in there. You can get him. There he is. What is it? Looks like it's, can't tell if it's a J. Edgar or a harasser. You know, you think it's a J. Edgar. It's got lasers. Harassers have missiles.
Yep.
Come on, you can take it out. Oh, he missed. Great shooting there, buddy. You got him. Oh, that was great accuracy. You know, you're keep it up. Just keep shooting, and you'll hit him. You can do it. At this rate, maybe I should have gone there and took out. Oh, he's running away from him. Okay, thank
There we
you.
go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
2 mechs. Fire
Thank you.
starter and a spood.
Ah, the AI.
I call it AS.
Shen's Dojo asks, I subbed way back when you did State of Decay. Did you grow tired of it? That is part of the reason. I also just don't like Undead Labs. Like, they did some really annoying things that I don't like, so I just don't want to support Undead Labs. So I jumped ship. That's like old news, though. I won't discuss the nature of it here because like that'll hijack the subject of the stream. Okay, is anyone coming into range? All right, here we go. I'm ready. Why won't they come over? I'm not going after them. Like, I don't have the speed to like constantly go back. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Yes, very good. Excellent. Hard to hit with both of these weapons at the same time, considering one of them I have to lead my shots on it, and then the other one has instant, you know, because it's like speed of light. What can you do, though? And now they're out of my reach. Very good, yes, get in my way. Feel like I basically am a turret. Like I don't have the ability to chase them down. Like I can spin and like, you know, like this is one of the mechs that can go. Oh, wait, anti-aircraft fire. Here we go. I got this. I got this. Oh. It's so annoying that I can hit things with an AC-5, but I can't hit things with a PPC. Like AC-5, it's like, no problem. Just call me, like, Green Arrow. I'm sending them in. Go forth! I get so much value out of the ability to detach the camera.
I don't think I've ever done it before, personally.
Neither did I until I started needing to record, you know, I needed to record more cinematic footage. Like, you have to use a video game controller. So, like, I'm using my Xbox controller. Because the thing you might go, why can't I just use my mouse and keyboard? Because it controls your mech. It allows you to pose your mech around. Here we go. Get him. I don't know where is he? Oh, here he is. Here we go. Oh, he hit him. He's on fire. He's burning. Oh, he crashed into a rock. Very good. Is somebody going to kill this thing? Where are you? Oh, my God. Go down. Go kill him. Do it. Do it. Here we go. The spider. The spider's got me. Spider's got me covered. Get in there. You're in range. Shoot him. You're in range. Oh, the flamethrower. Okay. Okay, there we go. They got him. Ah, the AI. You love the AI. There we go.
Stupidity.
The AI is like, I don't know. What can you say about the AI? Not a lot. I don't know what to say about the AI. It's not the best. It's not the best. We're just gonna take the fire starter because one, it's good. We're gonna take everything because we do run the risk of not being able to spend all our salvage, especially like. In fact, I think we're gonna leave salvage behind. I don't think there's any other way around it, unfortunately. So I'm pretty sure this is another. Yeah, this is another infiltration. So let's go ahead and the fact that it's a double infiltration is part of the reason why we're probably not gonna bring this stuff back.
It's good. It's supposed to get some money though.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be worth it, but it just won't be as good as it could be. Maybe you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something different. What if I bring the cicada? Well, that's a full of fast one. You can come in with the cicada. Someone at PGI needs to program the AI lance mates to not walk in front of the mechs pronto. I don't know if they can do that. It might not be possible. I mean, it's my responsibility to like order them to stay behind me, but like I don't even know if they can do that.
Whoa, I'm speedy.
My top speed is 129. Why are you faster than me?
I think that pilot has a speed.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get all the passives from the pilot. That's
So
pretty good.
145.
That's kind of. It seems like you might be cheating. Like I don't get that. I'm like Commander Mason. I don't get shit apparently.
Yeah, you're slow and old.
Yeah, it's like what the hell is this stuff? Red Eric says the urban mech is a slightly mobile turret. It's probably not inaccurate.
9 enemy mechs. The other one has 1.
All right, where do we need to go? Okay, I need to go deep.
Everywhere.
It's. I don't know. I would never use an urban mech, normally speaking. I'm just doing it because that's what was. It's in the profile or it's in the playthrough. We need to collect the mechs of the selected mechs, and yeah, I guess it's time for the urban mech. I would never use the urban mech in most circumstances, though, just because it's just way too slow. Like, it's such a... Even in a defensive mission, you might be like, wow, what if I need to squish this thing. This thing keeps detecting me. You might think, what if I use it in a defense mission? I don't even think it's good in a defense mission, to be totally honest. And the reason I don't think it's good in a defense mission is because, I just don't think that it had the firepower matters. Like, I don't think that it outshoots a javelin, for example. A javelin with 2 SRM-6s... I don't think that it has more firepower than the javelin, so... Oh god, this thing is like right over here. It might detect me. I found all the battle mechs just coincidentally. I wasn't even trying to do that. So yeah, like, I think that a javelin with 2 SRM-6s is going to do more damage than a urban mech, while being faster and able to, like, you know, close the distance. And I don't think it even has better armor necessarily either. Like, I mean, they're both 30-ton mechs, so they can have the same armor. We'll squish these real fast. That takes care of that. Man, this thing whips around. Let me tell you, this is the whip.
Once you've found the targeted asset,
All right, I'm not going to get any other cargo. I'm just going to get this cargo. We scanned the mechs. That's good enough.
Good work, Commander. I'm showing no chatter
Taking
on
us in?
the channels.
Yeah, let's get us out of here.
Data transfer complete. The target is calling for help.
L. Joel says warrior pilots have been dealt with by the urban mech. That's true. Like, just shoot them down with the AC-5. You do need a bit more accuracy with rapid fire because it won't take them out in one hit, but oh well, you know, just zero in on them. All right, so I took everything. Yeah, there's no way we're unless we get really lucky with salvage. We're gonna leave a lot of salvage behind. There's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it's gonna work. Taking this Centurion, bring these guys in. I'm gonna put them in the spiders so that they're really fast. That way, if I have to send them to hunt down some dummy, I can do that. Long Live MechWarrior says, you are funny enough for most people to want to tune in for that second episode. Unfortunately, I enjoy the cast of enthusiasm, but unfortunately, that is not the case. Because, you know, I do have the metrics for my own content. Like, I can tell, I know I am not exempt from it. I appreciate the thought, but unfortunately, it does not match reality.
That's our hard bringer to reality, aren't they?
Yeah, it is. That's a tough pill to swallow. You have to, you know, you just have to accept that, you know, like, oh boy, like, you know, you might think that you're hot shit, but that's not true. You're not hot shit.
I love
until you're hot
blasting
shit.
the little rocks in this planet with machine guns. It's really funny.
Oh, just to see the pebbles break down.
Literally. Sorry, I'm just trying petrol tanks as well.
Look at me, like, just like getting some hits on this guy. It's like, get out of my sight. Like, the AC-5 is making it happen. AC-5 is making it happen. Mason should have an affinity bar for mechs and weapons the more he uses them, says Primarch. I mean, that would certainly be nice, you know, a way for him to demonstrate some of his familiarity. Especially because the way they are making progression in the game is basically by stat scaling. Oh, here we go. Zeroing in on the target. Oh!
To converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Oh! Maybe it's just like, I don't know. Oh, here we go. I'm zeroing in on the target. Too far. Now he's speeding up, so I gotta go farther. Bah! Oh, got him. It's so stupid. Like, why can I hit I can hit things with an AC-5, but I can't hit shit with like a PPC?
Issue.
It's literally a skill issue. Like, it's just a lack of familiarity.
No, it's also the fact that PVC is just a dumb design. Like, I don't know. I just think the like time to the rate of the bullet, everything about it's just crap.
It probably helps that I just don't like the weapon, and because I don't like the weapon, I just tend to not use it.
I don't like it either. And I have no great biases against it, really. I love the fact it's just rubbish.
I mean, there are other games I love. I like the concept of the PvP. A particle cannon, I think it's a very cool weapon, but like in Mech Commander, I use the PPC very aggressively. But in MechWarrior, I just never liked the PPC in any MechWarrior game, really. I am blowing our base up, unfortunately. This guy's a really small target, that's for sure. I still hit him anyways with the AC-5, getting the AC-5 in there.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
This LRM-10 is not it. Like, it's not hitting this guy at all. You know what? I'm just gonna have them deal with it. I'm too important to deal with this. I need to, like... Oh! 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 Oh, that was ahead?
That Lucas is on his last legs, literally. There he's dead.
The Locust is so small that the LRMs don't hit them. Like, the lack of clustering is just, like, obliterating the LRM there. Is this enough? Nah, he's gonna live. Look at that LRM clustering. That is horrible. Look at this LRM clustering is just not it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
It survived, wow. LRM 10 is just like, you need the Artemis.
Our employers will be pleased that we have held our ground and saved this facility. Good work.
The targets are too small. Like, that's one of the things about Big Mechs. Big Mechs are so huge that even LRM with bad clustering, just every LRM hits. Like, when you're an Atlas, like, all of the LRMs hit. And, like, those LRMs do a ton of damage when you just get hit by, like, everything. We'll take that, and then I'm just going to take everything. We're going to leave a lot behind, but, you know, like, whatever. It's fine. We still walk away with a lot. So we leave 30 salvage behind. It's fine. We got 10 missile carriers for 40,000. We're going to give them that Locust, not before I strip it. That's a big thing right there. So the value of the Locust does not change whether it is repaired or whether you take the weapons or not. So I'm just going to throw it into there so we can take whatever usable components survived on it, and then we're just going to give him the bare minimum because they're not paying us for all the extra stuff. We get 1.1 million C-bills and SRM2, 5 tons of ammo, and, you know, a little bit of this and that. Let's do it. Mech Collector, level 1. You love to see it. Let's actually go here because this is where the next mission is, but it's also where a cantina is. So we're gonna knock out, gonna get a 2-for-1 there. So let's go ahead to our first community question. Look, I got my stream notes ready. Some people think I've got a script. I have an outline. That's what I have. Everything else is just, I just come up with stuff to talk about on the fly, and I just have an outline that just reminds me of what my talking points were. So, chat, this is a question for you guys, and for you as well, Dr. Sheriff Crab, and also for myself. What did you buy for Cyber Monday? Did you buy any interesting games that, you know, through Cyber Monday? That's what I'm wondering. An Igor? I don't know if we're going to kill an Igor anytime soon. Let's do these two. I bought a lot of stuff. I treat video games a lot like a gacha game. How do you play? A smart way to play a gacha game is to save up a ton of resources and then spend your resources on a designated, like, special day, like an anniversary day. Usually that's when something really big happens in a gacha game. So I often don't really summon or gamble, I guess you'd say, in a gacha game very frequently. I like to bank up my resources and then strike while the iron is the hottest. So this is a 24 difficulty mission, so it's going to be a little spicier. Target kill, beachhead, target kill, objective rate. Got a beachhead coming in. Interesting. Do we want salvage? We have to actually make a pick here. Yeah, it's beachhead. I mean, it's, you know, like...
Yeah, we should always just take it. I mean...
Yeah, I'm going to take salvage.
I think we're going to get max.
Here, I'm going to take a little bit of damage. I'm going to take 1 damage coverage. This is like 600,000. You know, like we'll coast off of the 600,000. That's really min-maxing. We're really min-maxing there. I can renegotiate in between. So we're going to get about, wait, what is that? Oh, that's just moving around. So we're going to get about 1.3 million C-bills per round and 27 salvage per round. 27 salvage is like a little lower than I wanted. I kind of thought that we would get more salvage than that, but yeah, that's the best we can do. All right, we're going in. First mission is target kill. So I don't want to go too slow. I think this is a good time to use one of the fire starters. So the fire starter M is just a worse fire starter H. But let me talk a little bit about what... Oh, let me tell you the biome. The biome is Red Moon. I have no idea. Like, I don't know what the...
I'm just going to use a fire starter. Play it simple.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we could use 4 mechs here. I don't think it's that big a deal. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. So, let me see what chat got. So, Geico says he got Assassin's Creed Unity and Rogue, spent about $8.50 for them both. Like, that's a lot of gameplay hours for a small price. Like, I played Assassin's Creed Rogue. I played a little bit of Black Flag. I do like the naval combat in that game. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I liked it.
I didn't really.
Remastering it, what it said?
Yeah, that's actually recent news. They're going to be remastering Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Kind of an interesting choice. I also feel like the game still looks pretty good. I'm like, does it need a remaster? Like, it's a pretty nice looking game. But I guess the answer is, yeah, they just want to sell it again, basically. Oh, we'll slap like same game, slap $60 on it, you know, whatever counts as a quote-unquote remaster. I bought a lot of games. In fact, I don't even remember all the games I bought. One thing I bought, though, was the entire Command & Conquer anthology. That includes every single Command & Conquer game, which, like, the vast majority I've never played before. So I'm kind of going back through the history of Command & Conquer.
Ooh, Hunchback.
Because I've been in the mood for some... Oh, look at that. Hunchback, you're right. Let me get this commando real fast. And that's because I've been really in the mood for some strategy games, but I don't really like modern strategy games very much. I'll be the first to say that. Like, I tend to prefer... Oh, man, big explosion on the Hunchback.
He's sad now.
But, yeah, I wanted to play a RTS or some strategy games, but, like, I don't really like the way the modern RTS plays. It's very, very high speed, very micro-focused. And, like, what I want is, like, a macro focus. Like, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not trying to play an RTS as an esports game. So I tend to prefer macro-focused RTS. So, and that's exactly what Command & Conquer is. I think the only macro-focused RTS that's a big one that I can think of is probably Supreme Commander. So, like, that's one of the games I was going for. I bought a lot of them, so I'll come back to myself later on. Like, did you get anything, Doctor?
Yeah, to be honest, I actually didn't get much. I'm at a weird crossroads with video gaming at the moment where I'm kind of like, I'm just happy enough playing the stuff I've got. Like, I don't feel a desperate need for anything extra. So I kind of just didn't buy anything. I bought, like, 2 DLCs for Crusader Kings.
Do you have all the DLCs for Crusader Kings now?
I actually have all of them except for one now.
The newest one, I take it?
And one of the no, I have all the new ones. It's actually one of the oldest ones. Before I even started playing the game, but it's only like it's almost like a flavor pack. It's not really like it doesn't affect like the mechanics of the game or anything like that. So, okay, we've got some stuff here. So I don't feel too, you know, sort of left out in that regard. But yeah, didn't really do much. I bought more sort of like things for the house, to be honest, on Black Friday than I did anything on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, I bought a, that's something I forgot. I actually bought a, damn, this guy's doing some massive damage to me. Let me, let him stop focusing on me so hard.
This is actually quite a nasty set of mechs.
Yeah, this is pretty big stuff.
I was getting killed with that.
He got my arm, but that's because his laser hit my arm really hard.
I was getting killed with that Manticore. I had to get rid of it. Sorry, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go around and try to hit this. This Hunchback is hurt pretty bad, but like I haven't been able to like strike that devastating blow on him. I also can't see him. Alright, that destroyed his main weapon. Oh.
I just got destroyed. I really don't know how either. That is very strange.
That is not good because that is a big source of our firepower, but that guy is actually... Oh, look at these. These guys are, like, got some nasty weight here on an assassination mission. I'll give it to them.
I mean, I really don't know what happened there. I was in pretty good health at that point.
Gonna have to do some shenanigans here, but...
Might have been like a collision thing again. I didn't really think it collided with me, though.
Who is shooting? Okay, they're not shooting at me. Let's go in again. Oh, he's just waiting for me. What a jerk.
Maybe quite a bit of damage to the Centurion, but probably not enough.
Let me go through here. Oh, they have... This is like a whole lance of targets here. Holy crap. That's quite... Okay. That's pretty good. They got a whole lance of mechs here. Wasn't paying attention to that.
I kind of got cheesed, to be honest. I'm not terribly happy about that.
Let's just, you know what we're gonna do is I'm not going. We're just gonna take the loss on it. Like that's the way this mission goes. We'll just lose. I'm not gonna restart it. We'll just lose on the mission. And then I'm pretty sure we go to the second. I don't know if it cancels the mission overall or if we just go to the second mission. I can't remember.
I think it cancels it in total.
Yeah, so it just cancels the mission. We'll just take the loss on that one. Like, I mean,
Will we go into industrial hub?
Sure, we can do that. Like that
Make
was
a medium
just
mech.
that was just like my fault for like talking instead of fighting. So like I'm not going to restart that mission just because like that's like a sometimes you just lose fair and square. So let's just continue on. Let me find another interesting mission to do. Here we go. Defense mission. All it means is that we don't get that really good. That mission would have paid out really big if we had succeeded in it. But like we're up to 18 million C-bills, so it's kind of like I don't know, like who cares? Like we've got plenty of C-bills to continue on. So let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Where was it? This one here. So this is one for the Independence defense mission. How much are we gonna get for? 22 salvage? That's not terrible. 22 salvage, 1.5 million C-bills.
Heavy weather warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility and sensor readings will be compromised.
My pilot die?
Oh yeah, the fucking elite pilot croaked. Oh well.
That is crazy. I think I got that. I actually don't know what happened. My mech was in really good condition as well.
Oh, do you think you got the that weird
I don't know.
close combat glitch?
Maybe. I'm honestly not sure, to be honest. That's really weird.
Let's throw some people in here. Primarch says the only downside to flamers is that you can't see. Normally I just kind of shoot at the box, like the targeting indicator. I mean, like, I really don't give a shit about, like, to me, the elite pilots are just the prestige thing. Like, I mean, I will use the most basic pilots in the game. Like, it really does not matter to me.
We have to help the remaining Allied forces, Commander. They're on their last stand.
Those stage
So-
in the game in particular does not make a difference.
Let's, like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'll come back to Cyber Monday in a bit, but we're gonna go through, I'm gonna start reviewing, I'm gonna start doing death reviews, because that's how you get good. Like, you get good by, like, reviewing where things didn't go well. So, last stream, we had the spider headshot. That one is still a bit mysterious to me, even if I'm being, like, very harsh about, like, my gameplay. I'm not entirely sure why the spider was headshot. It was very, strange that it hit the head so frequently on it. It could be an indicator that maybe the spider is prone to being headshot. In my experience, that hasn't been the case, though. Like, I've used the spider on C, and I don't feel like it was susceptible to headshots. So that one, I mean, that one's gonna need more testing. Like, even if I'm, like, grading myself harshly on it, like, that one is just genuinely, like, a bit mysterious. Like, I'm not sure how or why that one occurred the way it did. Then I had the fire starter death where somebody jumped towards me and I crashed into them. I did try to turn towards the end, but I definitely didn't turn in time, and that was definitely due to not paying attention. Like, I was not, like, I was, you know, talking and thinking of what to talk about, and I wasn't fully paying attention. The way that could have been avoided is by just not having a heading towards an enemy mech as the heading towards me. Like, if they're moving in a nearly straight line towards me, I just shouldn't be running in basically a straight line towards them. Like, that would be an easy way to prevent that. But, like, you know, I was focusing on talking instead of fighting, so a side effect of that is that, you know, I got, like, I crashed into him, or he jumped and hit me, basically. But that's what I could have done to avoid that. Oh. Few of them slipped right past him there. So in the previous mission, the one, like, I'd still think that was a curious amount of armor for a 200-ton mission, but also the fact that, like, one of the things I didn't do is I didn't look at every mech in the enemy lance. Like, that's something I should have done. I only saw 2 medium mechs, and since I only saw 2 medium mechs, I went ahead and assumed that, like, oh, it must be 2 medium, 2 light, you know, it won't be that big of a deal. Oh, look at me not hitting.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Hit him right on the nose there. But like that's why you should check the identity of all the mechs, because sometimes the mech composition isn't what you think it is. And like I thought, like what would have been fair and balanced was 2 medium mechs and then some light mechs. But in reality, it turned out to be basically like I think it was like 4 medium mechs and then the commando, or like 1 light mech. So it wound up being
An urban mech as well.
yeah, so it wound up being way more mechs in total. 1, I didn't count the amount of mechs, and 2, I didn't like look to see. Like I didn't even know there was a Vulcan. When I saw the Vulcan, I was surprised. What are they doing? What is this guy shooting at?
New target commando.
So like I didn't know there was a Shadowhawk there, and that's just because I didn't look at each signature. And then I also didn't know I didn't know a Shadowhawk was there, and I didn't know a Vulcan was there, and that was just due to not checking all the signatures. That's it. Even if we checked all the signatures, I still think that would have been really tough. Like that's a lot of really heavy mechs. One of them was a really nasty Hunchback 4P with the 8 medium lasers. That's what like got my Firestarter's arm really quickly. Like we probably could have beaten it, but it might have taken a few tries. Like either way,
They
I
had
think
to lure them out a bit.
that was like a pretty unusual amount of enemy armor, all concentrated in one spot as well. But like that's also Assassination. Assassination has one of the less balanced difficulty swings. But those will be my death reviews for those overall, and like what I could have done better in those. None of them are like, I don't really consider them, any of them, like, extremely bothersome. Like, sometimes if I defeated in a mission, I'll be like, oh, I really fucked that up. Like, that was like a massive failure of decision-making or something. But those ones are like, they don't really, I don't feel too disturbed by any of them in particular. Primarch says, what the fuck was that LRM barrage? I don't know. He was really letting the dirt have it. Like, he was, like, really adding to the junk pile in this junk world. No Limitation says, how's the spider so far? It got headshot in a previous stream, very strangely. I don't understand why that happened. I don't know. It could have been random. It could have been coincidence. It will need more testing. I will need to see more frequently if the spider is susceptible to headshots or not. Because the answer is, I just don't know. So going back to the Black Friday or Cyber Monday sales, let's see what you guys are buying. Damaku says he got Anno 117 Pax Romana. I've seen that game advertised before. I don't know anything about it though. Red Eric says, for macro-based RTS, have I tried out Beyond All Reason? It's based on Supreme Commander. I've never even heard of that one, so that one could be interesting. This thing's going to be annoying to deal with. This heavily armored Wolverine, and like I can't use my LRMs on him. And I'm working up his least important arm at the moment, just due to the way he's facing me. Getting some use out of the... wait, he's moving away from me. Let me see if I can get into LRM range.
Target destroyed.
I'm showing no more enemies.
No Limitation says he got RuneScape Dragon Wilds. It was not for sale, though, so he just decided to buy it at that time. Use a hot-loaded LRM on the Centurion. Man, that means even worse accuracy, even worse spread. I don't even know if we have a hot-loaded LRM. I mean, we could try it, but like, I'm not looking forward to the even further reduced. Wait, do we need the Trebuchet? Yeah, we need a Trebuchet. All right, we got a new acquisition. We need a Trebuchet. Works for me. Damn, I barely did any. I still got 2 mech kills, but like the fact that I'm so slow really harms my ability to do things. Go and throw you in there. And let's go ahead and accept our spiders. 646,000 C-bills, light rifle ammo. That takes us to Mech Hunter level 2, up to 20 million C-bills. So we should be able to buy something interesting. In fact, we're right next to Luthien. Let's see. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if there's any interesting missions, and if there's not, then what we're gonna do is we'll customize some of those mechs we got, and then we will. Oh, we can fight pirates here. Never mind. We've got missions to do. And then it's time to start buying some medium mechs.
Yep.
So let's do this one here. This is Assassination. I think I'll take the money here. Like, they're offering big money here. I mean, maybe Assassinations are good for salvage, though. Oh, we can't really go that high on salvage. 15 salvage? I don't think I can really do that much with 15 salvage. And, you know, we're about to go shopping, so instead of going for salvage, let's go for,
Ingoos?
money.
Money.
Yeah, because, like,
Money.
we're about to go shopping. So 2.8 million C-bills and 9 salvage shares. I think that's pretty good.
That's half a medium mech.
This is a ice battlefield, which is interesting. I don't think we have any really hot mechs, so...
Yeah, not really.
I guess I'll use a fire starter. Do we have another one? Yeah, we have another one. I'm gonna trade though, because I don't want one of these shitty ones that have less weaponry. Let him have it. All right. This time we're going in all fire starters. Kane's Wrath says Long Live MechWarrior is the best Command & Conquer game ever. I haven't played, I have not played Command & Conquer 3 or 4. I have heard good things about Command & Conquer 3. Like, I went ahead and I've played through the original Command & Conquer. I did the GDI and the Nod campaign in CNC 1, and I am almost done with the Nod campaign in CNC 2. I still have to do the GDI campaign, and then I got to do the Firestorm campaign as well. Then I'll be into CNC 3. Well, we're in the wrong place. Who would have guessed? So, Sheriff, you mentioned that you're kind of like in the outs on video games right now. Like, any speculation as to why that is? Like, are games just not inspiring you lately? Like, are the new games just not seeming that very good? Do you think you need a break from, you know, as much gaming? Why is... Or, like, basically, can you... Any idea of why you are, you know, feeling this kind of...
I don't know, to be honest. It's kind of weird. Like, I kind of just go through this every, like, once in a while, to be honest, where I don't know if it's the time of year, the sort of volume of work or something. I don't know what it is, but every just once in a while I just sort of I'll go through a spell where I'm kind of like, do you know what, I just, like, I'll literally, it's kind of weird, I'll literally like, load up Steam, for example, and I'll just sit there looking at Steam, and I'll just, I might even load a game up, and then I'll just be like, nah, I don't really want to play that, and I'll just turn it off, and I'll just like look at my screen for a while, and then I'll just end up playing like Crusader Kings or MechWarrior or maybe Counter-Strike or something, and it's kind of like, it's just this weird, like, I don't know, this weird...
Sometimes it happens to me. I'll load up a game and I'll be like, yeah, I'm playing this, and then once the main menu pops, I'm like, and then I'll turn it off. Like, I've had the...
Then I feel like it's every game. And then my problem is, right, this is even more toxic, because, like, I know I don't want to play, like...
Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike. Yeah, I don't want to play it. But it's like a drug. It's like I have to do it. It's like I just may as well just do that. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. I feel it's like you know when like people hear like stress, it's like anxiety eating. It's like anxiety playing. I can't make a decision, so like, okay, I'll just play that. And but actually in more modern times, I've kind of just been like, I've been playing a lot of darts actually, strangely enough. So that's kind of like helped a little bit to sort of detox my brain.
Yeah, I definitely get those same phases myself where I'm kind of like, you know, I'll just load up a game and I'm like, man, I don't really want to play this, but I guess I'm playing it. And then I'll get to the main menu and I'll be like, and then I'll like turn it off. That's actually how I was for a little while. Recently, actually, where I just did not know what to play. I wasn't in the mood to play anything. You know, like, I think one of the big problems is that they just don't really make... Okay, this is not entire. This may not be factually accurate, but I'll just say what I feel. And then from there, oh, we got a Hunchback 4. Okay, I'm not going... I just said the mistake I made last time is I did not consider the enemy force effectively enough. This time I'm going to do the exact opposite. There's a Hunchback 4J inside there.
The recovery procedure.
Wait for me, I'm just gonna collect this treasure.
Yeah, the AI is derping. Something fired a PPC.
What's your
I think the Vindicator.
New
Yeah, we need
I'm getting
one of those, so
closer.
that's
Yeah,
good.
we got a Vindicator and a Hunchback. Watch out, they're shooting at you.
Yeah, they're to me. I'm gonna hide behind a wall here because I'm taking a hell of a lot of damage.
target destroyed.
Let me know when they switch target.
Okay, I'm waiting for my AI to reach.
You heard the boss. What's waiting?
They're not looking at me.
They
I'm
are
gonna
still
get
looking
into
at
it.
you.
Target destroyed.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving in right now.
Gotcha. Let's do this.
Target acquired.
I'm hitting the Hunchback.
And the Vindicator.
That's the end of the Hunchback's weaponry. Can't see what I'm shooting at, but I don't need to.
Target destroyed.
We're on it, Commander. Target Alpha has been
This was a much fairer assassination location. It didn't have 5 mechs. It didn't have like 4 medium mechs. So like, obviously we.
There's another area to go to,
additional forces
Oh, we got a dropship.
near you.
and we have another target.
I got some unusual head damage, which I do think is coincidental.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New
It's a commando. No, it's a commando
cicada.
and a cicada.
I like
Hitting the
we also have
commando
another,
right now.
another area to investigate.
Now, to avoid making the
Seriously.
mistake I did another time, I'm gonna, like kind of move perpendicular to him. I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna go full speed just so I don't crash into him. I'm gonna keep going perpendicular to the target to avoid crashing into him last time. I'm gonna apply what I just said I did wrong in the previous mission. So it looks like we didn't get everybody. It looks like they split them up. Souza is subbing as a Gamma member. He says, "Friendly off from work. What did I miss?" Well, we got owned in a ×4 mission, and we didn't even we got owned in the first mission, so we didn't get to do any of that. But you know what? I'm like, we're just gonna we're just gonna have to get owned. Like, I'm not going to restart that one.
target
So, and then I reviewed our deaths. I reviewed, we're talking about Black Friday, or Cyber Monday right now. MechWarrior 5 is on sale. Clans is on sale, 40% off, 30% off Ghost Bearer Flash Storm.
target acquired.
And right now we're talking about, like, what, are you in a gaming slump right now? Obviously not everybody, but that is something that I do think about every now and then. Like, because, there are definitely times where video games, they are not inspiring confidence. Like, I am not, filled with confidence in video games. And a big part of it, what I was saying before we encountered those bigger mechs is, what is here? All right, is there a mech we
Centurion.
haven't detected?
Yeah. This is Centurion.
I am right behind you. Probably should let me
Somewhere
lead, though, due
There
to
is.
the damage.
Yeah, he's right there. I'll let you take over. He's right to your left. In there somewhere.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
there.
really buried inside of here.
Target Centurion.
All I got to do is take his arm out, and then I'll be fine. There goes his arm. He's down to his medium lasers. My armor should be enough to deal with that.
That's the last of them, Commander. Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Target destroyed.
Love
These
two,
are
me-
very
two, two
nice.
medium lasers is just enough. It's just enough. Like, it's really like that Swiss Army knife. 2 medium lasers, especially located in the arms. Knock out helicopters, knock out small vehicles, take out the turrets. It's just enough damage. It's the exact amount of damage you need to
Oh,
get
a
the job done.
Scorpion. That is exactly what I don't want to see.
Target acquired.
A lot of turrets
That's
in that area
absolutely
still.
diabolical.
Destroyed.
Yeah, of course. And I've lost an arm.
Well, those are really cheap weapons, so
They are.
we are using some dog shit weapons right now.
They are so bad. You can tell such a difference between them and the clan ones, can't you?
So basically, let me look at my. Okay, yeah, we didn't get enough for that. I think we need a laser to replace the laser. Maybe some small lasers. And then I'll just take these AC5s.
And a flamer? Any flamers? No.
Oh, yeah, I'll look to see if there's a flame. Yeah, there's a flamer.
Nice.
There we go. Take the PPC so that PPC retails pretty well, sells pretty good, so we'll take the PPC and then shell it off. Okay, so one of my issues is that they just aren't making games that I want to play. And my problem is that I realize that the kind of game that I want to play is kind of unusual. Like, the kind of game that I'm looking to play is basically... I like campaign simulations where there's, like, consequences. Like, I don't like a game where... Oh, this is a tough mission right here. I might need to, like... Let's wait for our stuff to repair. Okay, so... This mission could go really backfire on us. Like, this could be a really stupid mission. Could be a bad idea. Maybe I'll go for salvage on it, though. 27 salvage? That's probably enough to get a... That's enough to get a medium mech. So, this is a 38 difficulty assassination. Tonnage is up to 230, so, like, you know, could be a nasty mission. But, you know, that also means potentially some interesting salvage, so we're going to go in here, and, I don't know, maybe it goes well, maybe it goes horribly. What are you going to use?
Centurion again?
Okay, I'll use the fire starter. Why is this fire starter reporting that it's got something damaged on it?
I replaced all the stuff in the other one I was using.
35 tons. 35 tons. Okay, this guy is a damaged flamer. Okay, there's nothing we can do about that unless I buy a flamer. And of course, there's no flamers for sale. Oh well, it'll just have to be missing a flamer for now. All right, here we go. This could go really bad because, one, our pilots aren't very developed, and two, we're going in decently underweight. So basically, the kind of games I like to play are campaign simulators. What does that mean? I like games like XCOM 2, where basically if you lose, that's just the way the story goes. Like, it's not like, okay, if you play Mass Effect and you are defeated, that's not how the story goes. The story is that, you know, you win, so you don't have a choice. You have to continuously reload the save, not because your save's coming, it's just the way the game plays. Like, the story goes that Shepard wins in that particular battle in Mass Effect 3, whereas I prefer it when... in XCOM 2, where if you lose, that's just the way the story went. The story goes that, like, XCOM was defeated in that particular battle, and the conflict goes on. That's what I mean by, like, a more of a campaign simulation. MechWarrior 5 is a little more like that, but, you know, like, it doesn't lean very heavily into the simulation of how the campaign is going. BattleTech 2018 does a much better job, but even it is still a little bit light on what I like in particular games. But, the other thing I really like is I like a game where the conflict revolves around different factions that, you know, like, they're not necessarily good or evil, or they might just both be different levels of evil. Like, you know, I don't like a story where one side is just obviously good and one side is obviously bad, because I find that to be very boring, because... there's just not much of a conversation to be had. If I like games that make me think about, like, why are people doing this? Like, you know, if we're going to mech combat right now, why is it happening? Why are the mechs fighting each other? Like, that's something I'm very interested in. And as a result, like, I just tend to not be interested in games where it's, like, good versus evil. Like, that's just kind of boring to me, because there's no conversation to be had. Like, oh, the light side is the light side, the dark side is the dark side. You know, I am on the light side, so I am altruistic. I do, like, good things. You know, I avoid committing war crimes. I am the dark side, so, like, I am, like, I do bad things to win at all costs, etc. And, damn, I'm out of range. There we go.
There's the Igor we could have had.
Yeah, I could have had the Igor. Well, no. That's
that
because they're the
case.
dark side. The game is on the dark side. The game is evil, so it's like it just knows it. Oh,
there's a rifleman.
Oh, that's a big mech for this. Moving over to attack the rifleman. Lances can Lance is concentrating fire on the rifleman. I need to get up close so I can start heating him up to get those guns offline. There he goes. We're on the Phoenix Hawk now. You better not explode. Okay, good. He's not going to explode. Is there a better target? I'm just fighting this Phoenix Hawk right now.
Also a javelin here.
I cannot hit him.
Oh, and he likes me.
All right, I'm going to put the lance on the javelin. We're switching targets now.
Heat critical.
I'm just backing up. Slowly. Oh, he nearly took out my AC5. Oh, of course he did.
I am on him right now.
How did he shoot that from there?
Target engaged.
Heat critical.
Got his arm just about. There goes the arm. I am overheating. I need to give this mech a chance to cool down. Who is shooting me?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're fighting Shosa, Shane, Shimizu. So these are like, I guess they're like renegade Koritans or something.
Target acquired.
I need to deal with these like stragglers. Oh, we got another. That's a second Igor. Game's a asshole. You know that?
Target destroyed.
Game is an asshole.
Target
What are all these crappy things showing up? Like, get away from me with all these crappy enemies. Oh, there's a dropship landing.
Copy on shared target.
target
I'm falling back to you guys.
Yeah.
Closer to Runter.
Actually, we don't need to fight these guys if we don't need to. We don't have. I don't know how much salvage we have.
Here now.
I don't remember.
I'll tell you
how much
what,
salvage.
I don't have an arm, so if you're fighting them, you're on your own.
Yeah, we don't need to fight these guys.
No can do, Commander.
So a fire starter rates anyway.
Location.
Yep, I'm ordering everyone to pack it up and head back. Shosa is major. It's something along those lines, yeah. It's like one of the major officers. Sousa says he's looking forward to Iron Wing Valiant. I looked at that. I wish-listed Iron Wing Valiant. I kind of am a little put off by the kind of fairy tale-looking art style, but I can look past it. I'm willing to look past it if the game itself is halfway decent. Look at all these AC2s. What is up with all these AC2s? Take some ammo. That actually didn't go too bad. I was expecting that to go worse. That was pretty good.
Off of my arm that fell off.
What do we got here? Looking for any other missions we can do. There's a defense mission here. Oops. And then there's, okay, yeah, we got a few more missions we can do. Let's go continue earning some more money. But yeah, like, those are the kind of games I like. I like games that are like campaign simulations where it doesn't really, you know, like, if you lose, that's just the way that the story goes. You know, you don't really reload, you know, like that. And it's also not the end of the conflict. Like, you know, like, one battle lost is not the end of the conflict. And then I like it where there's like, there isn't like a clear good guy. There isn't a clear bad guy. You know, it's kind of up to you to decide who is good, who is bad. Maybe neither is good. Maybe neither is bad. Those are the kinds of games I like. And those are like somewhat uncommon. It could be like maybe they exist and I just don't know where to find them because maybe they're like an indie game and they don't get advertised very well. And like that's kind of where I've been at. And so I haven't really... Let's actually see if there's any flamers for sale. There's a shitty flamer, but you know, shitty flamer's better than nothing at all. Let me go ahead and add that to that. Which one is it? One of these is missing a flamer. Here we go. Oh, we got a better one. There we go. All right, he's fixed up. He'll be ready in a little bit of time. Guess I'll take the fire starter in. And you know what? No, I'm going to take... I'm taking the spider in.
Okay.
The game is telling me to use AC2s. I mean, give me a mech that can shoot an AC2 and maybe I'll consider it. Like, I think what really reignited this interest too is like, in the community Discord, the Get Good Fox Discord, like I started hosting Anime Night, and I decided let's start watching Gundam. And so we've been watching Gundam, and that's really, really reignited my interest in like these kind of like, it's unclear who is good, it's unclear who is bad. The factions, they're never going to negotiate. There's never going to be they're never going to have peace. Like they're too diametrically opposed to each other, and there's like a high cost to the conflict. And like I'm like, man, like this is exactly the kind of that's what got me into BattleTech as well. Like, and I'm like, that's kind of what I'm looking for, but, it's not really the kind of games that get made because they're morally ambiguous, and apparently the typical gamer doesn't want moral ambiguity. The typical gamer wants, like, more resolution, they want more, like, obvious good guys, obvious bad guys, whereas for me, that just doesn't do it for me. I'm gonna have them target the Javelin. Like most gamers don't like time limits. I actually love time limits. Time limits make me think about creative solutions to things. So I'm actually a big fan of time limits and deadlines. That's like, for example, Persona 5. I love the time limits in Persona 5 really make you stay focused on the game. Even when you're not in battle and you're just kind of doing your day-to-day activities in Persona 5, the fact that there's always a time limit makes you stay really engaged. Like you're thinking like, oh, I got 20 days until this deadline, and you're really thinking like, what are the most effective things I can do in the next 20 days to like best prepare myself for this deadline coming up? That's one of the things I really love about time limits. Same with like Dead Rising. Dead Rising is all about like deadlines until Dead Rising 4.
Right.
And like, you're really thinking like, okay, if I do this, and this, then I can buy free time. I'll have like several hours before the next objective, and then I can just go around and train, beat up enemies, collect money, and it really like makes you feel like you've earned your free time, and like it's very interesting. I actually really like that aspect, but I know a lot of people feel very pressured by time limits, like pressured by constraints, pressured by limitations, but I find that to really be very interesting in a game. And so, like, the kinds of games that I like to play apparently are just not as popular. And so I either don't know they exist, like, because they're probably an indie game with less advertising, or wait, don't blow our base up. Don't forget, we gotta protect the base.
Yeah, true. What am I use this for? Let's go over here.
Let me torch this. And when I say I like games with like moral ambiguity, there needs to be like legitimate moral ambiguity. Like, like take Helldivers. Helldivers is fun. There's no moral ambiguity there. Like, Super Earth is evil. Like, you could just easily judge them by their actions. And so, like, there's no moral ambiguity in such a series. So it's like, there needs to be like real moral ambiguity. Like, if one side is doing like atrocious things, they need to have like a justifiable reason. Like, in the Succession Wars, people were using like weapons of mass destruction, but everyone was using weapons of mass destruction, so everyone's hands are dirty. Everyone was just trying to win at all costs, and that makes it more of a level playing field. That makes it where it's like nobody came out of it clean. Like everyone was engaging in, like war crimes, basically. It's like there needs to be some moral ambiguity. And, like, that's one reason I do prefer BattleTech's universe way more than Super Earth. Even though the visuals of Helldivers, like, yes, Helldivers is visually appealing in the same way that Warhammer is visually appealing. But, like, I know Helldivers fans aren't going to want to hear it, but I think Helldivers is kind of stupid. I think it's kind of a stupid story. Same with Warhammer. I think Warhammer is kind of a stupid story. Just because it's like grim dark at all costs, and it doesn't have an you see that? I stopped in time. Like, even though I'm talking and thinking of stuff to talk about and saying like, maybe some questionable like things that people might find controversial, I am still dedicating enough of my brain power this time. I'm trying much harder this time. It's not easy trying to do both at the same time, fight and come up with stuff to talk about. I don't know. Like, people are like, oh, Fox, why can't you do both things at once? I don't know. I try it yourself. Like, that's what I can say. Like, try recording and having a conversation at the same time. Like, try doing it. It's not easy. That's also like, oh, like, Fox, why do you say things repetitively? It's because it's hard to think. It's like I need to, like, retrace my thoughts, basically. That's what happens when you're trying to play a game and hold a conversation at the same time. It's a technique. There's a technique to it. I'm not bad at it either. I've had a lot of practice. I'm not the worst at it. But, you know, that's what I really like about Gundam and Battletech. Like, there's way more moral ambiguity. There's way more justification if people do, like, monstrous things. And, like, that's what makes it, like, way more interesting by comparison. Now, if people like Helldivers 2, I think it's a fun game. I play Helldivers 2. It's a fun game. Warhammer, I'm not as interested in Warhammer anymore. I will say I've distanced myself to it. But, like, I understand why people like Warhammer, like, visually. It's, like, got very strong visuals, like, very strong, like, it's a very cool-looking game. But, like, yeah, I've, like, personally distanced myself from it just because, like, I don't know, maybe in some ways I've outgrown it. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's why I like games like Crusader Kings, because you can kind of like build your own moral ambiguity. I guess Stellaris and things like that are kind of the same. Like you can do it yourself, and like no one's good in those games.
You can do silly stuff in Stellaris.
You can do whatever you want. You can, yeah, exactly. Whereas I feel like all these other games, it's kind of like when they're handcrafted, it's like it has to be done so tastefully, or it just doesn't work at all. And that's why there's so few games that do it right, I think.
Yeah, I think that's exactly an issue there. So we just collected a Javelin. The Javelin is not one of the mechs you voted for, so we're going to turn it in. 1.1 million C-bills, 3 Tier 4 flamers. That's pretty good quality. 5 single heat sinks, in it goes. We stripped the Javelin already, so we're not giving it anything but the husk of the mech. So we get to keep as much of the resources for ourselves as possible. And I think, let's go stop here, because there's a Cantina mission here. We can fill up on things. Let me see. Kintaro, jump jets, missile carriers. We can definitely do missile carriers. A Kintaro, I don't think we're going to get a Kintaro anytime soon. Let's do the jump jets. And then over here, we've got a battlefield mission. Sousa says he really likes it when resource management is crucial in video games. That's another reason, like, okay, talking and playing is hard enough on its own. If you guys want me to talk, play, and read at the same time, I have to read when there's a pause in combat. Like, that's just the only way that's ever going to happen. But I agree, I do like resource management. That's why before, for like a little history of the channel, before I was covering MechWarrior, I was covering State of Decay, which was a zombie community management game. And before that, I was playing Stardew Valley, a farming management game. I do like managing resources. Like, that is something that I enjoy doing. Subarctic Dusk, Battlefield, difficulty 15, nothing special to report. Guess we'll take an airstrike. I don't think we'll use the airstrike, but I'll take it. You know, that spider did okay. The spider, like, you know, I'm not going to complain about that spider. It did okay. Like, it wasn't a problem. Let me use the cicada.
I have not got much armor.
That thing does not have a lot of armor. What do we got 160 armor. Wow. Imagine being 40. Well, I don't have to imagine being 40 tons and having 160 armor. I can just live being 40 tons and having 160 armor. So I have not seen Gundam Seed. That's one that I will, because I was a little off-put by the art style. Like, I was a little more used to the Gundam anime style, where like the characters are a little more realistic looking. Like, you know, their nose is more nose-like, their eyes aren't as big, their hair isn't as out of control. So like, I was a little put off by Gundam Seed, but I have said in the Gundam rewatches that we will watch Gundam Seed. We will watch even the ones that because maybe I'm just being unfair, like maybe I'm just like not being fair about it. But like, first we're gonna go through Universal Century, which is like my favorite.
Airstrike support has been granted, Commander.
I'll go ahead and get the mission activated. This thing is really jerky. Like look at the way it jerks around when you steer. It's really jerky. That's something I really don't like, is like just an aesthetic thing about this cicada. It's like, it doesn't have a very smooth, like, look how jerky that is. I mean, like, it's got great reaction time. It spins around on a dime, but like, I don't like how jerky it is. Maybe it's, look how wobbly that is. It's very wobbly looking.
Very spindly. It just feels like it's gonna fall apart.
It's like if you thought the Jenner was kind of like top heavy, it's like wait till you see the cicada.
New target assassin.
Kill the info. So we're the infidels now. Interesting.
Spotted in the area.
That's a new one. I don't think I've heard that line before. Got his leg. Hey, you know, I can make 3 small lasers work. Like, 3 small lasers might not tear a hole in somebody. I can make it work.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
I don't know if I can make that work.
Destroyed.
Got a Phoenix on. Oh, I'm turning around. I'm turning around. I'm turning around.
1-1. Read you 5 by 5.
Of course he stopped. Look at this guy. He knows. He's running around it. He's smart.
Additional bulk.
He's like, you think you can just, like, blow me up with, like, artillery?
He has a brain.
Airstrike support. We're on our
Oh, I hit him. I hit him. Once, I think.
Well, it didn't go to waste then. Didn't go to waste.
Yeah, always goes to waste.
I'm gonna
Like,
sizzle his arm off right there. Got his arm. I'm gonna grab this real fast.
Close enough. Ready to
Trying to be useful in the,
cargo acquired.
sizzle his other arm off real quick. Nothing to it.
he's done.
I'm gonna bust.
Target destroyed. New target Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Attack right now.
I love when I assign attack order and then they just like, what is this guy drifting in and out of my like radar contacts for?
Target confirmed.
Dara is doing 10 gift subs. One of them went to Jet Knight. Very nice. Jet Knight is actually one of the members of our anime watch night. And, you know, I chose 8th MS Team as a bridge between Battletech and Gundam because 8th MS Team is very, like, oily, grimy, gritty, like chrome and metal. Like, it's very, like,
Increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further
it's probably the best, it's probably the most Battletech, like, of the Gundam series overall. Like, you know, like, mobile suits have to be repaired. Like, you know, you see they're exposed, like, chrome. Their oil goes everywhere. Like, you know, it's hot and grimy and dirty all the time. Because they're basically in Vietnam in the 8th MS Team, so... Very, like, It was a good bridge, I thought. The watch group enjoyed it as well. I can't find, like, a way through these buildings. There is no way. Can I destroy these helicopters? Am I in range for it? Oh, I can. I'm in range. There we go. Finding a way to be useful.
Target javelin.
This thing is not going down. There we go.
expensive, but good.
I mean, what can you say about the cicada? This thing's a piece of trash. Like, I mean, like, can you make it work? Sure. To some degree, you can make it work, but this thing sucks ass. It's
It's
like-
kind of like, what's the point of making it work?
The
why-
lore of the cicada is they're like, what if we made a locust, but it had slightly heavier weapons? I mean, yes, but at the cost of what? Like, you made it such a bigger target, and it needs such an expensive engine to get it moving, all so that you could get, like, 1 extra laser on it.
Yeah, a little waste.
And the
Even
thing
in
is
this
that
game,
it's a popular
it just
mech.
makes
Like,
sense
the,
at
the
this
lore
point.
is like, oh, it's really popular. Like, people love the cicada. Cicada was based. Like, you know, people thought the cicada was great, so, you know, they were like, they bought it in large quantities, like, sent it to the front. Like, people love the cicada. I'm like, okay, man.
Cavalry,
You can have your cicada.
prepare for mech extraction.
Just because the lore says it doesn't mean I'm gonna believe it. That's all I'm saying. I think Sarn is capping.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not saying all the lore in Battletech makes sense. Like, there are some where I'm like, I mean, like, you know, they had to come up with a story for certain things, but that, like, you know, I'm like, the cicada, I'm like, okay, man. Why wouldn't you just use a spider? Why wouldn't you just use a, why wouldn't you just use any of the existing scouts, basically? That's what I would do. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Locust. Like, the Locust is a perfectly fine if you just need a dedicated scout. There's nothing wrong with it. How are we doing on Cantina missions? We're good. All right, so it's time to go shopping. And we're right here at the Draconis Combines primary hub. This is their capital world, so, you know, I don't know. I think there's a good chance we're going to find something halfway decent. Also, we can rebuild this trebuchet. If you want to rebuild that trebuchet, go right on ahead. Let me go ahead and repaint everybody. All right, let's see what we can get. Nothing to sell. Okay, so here is our list of mechs that we're allowed to use. I'm looking for mainly medium mechs. I will get a champ if they have a champion. I'll consider a champion because it's like a bigger medium mech. But we're mainly looking for medium mechs right now.
You want me to do this trebuchet?
Yeah, go for the trebuchet. Wolverine, I'm pretty sure that's not. I know I just had the list a moment ago. Yeah, Wolverine's not on the list. So nothing available at Luthien. Let's see if pilots are available. He's a hypochondriac. He's a Jenner mech affinity. Yeah, these guys are not in. We'll come back. Let's go to the right first, then we'll go to left. New transmission? Yeah, sure, whatever, man. A Centurion. We do need that. Do we want 2 Centurions? Probably. 1.9 million C-bills for this Centurion. Let's go to Kagoshima first, and then we can come back to that one.
I'm just here chilling. You know where to find me.
None of these pilots look like something I want. On to Kagoshima. Another Centurion. I don't think we need more than 2. This one is in pretty good condition. Like it's like it wouldn't really need much in the way of repairs, but I think I'm gonna take the cheaper one. All right, we'll take 1 Centurion. Probably winds up being the same. I'll leave the Centurion there for. Let's check out the elite pilot.
You want to throw it in and bring it back out again? I'll do something with it.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe I'll try the AC-10. Why not?
God,
Right,
what's
at
with
least
all
the
these?
5-1.
There's a Centurion like everywhere we go, like being chased around by Centurions. You'd think we're in like Federated Sun space. Barracks.
You in the ready room.
I come from a family of MechWarriors, all tough as nails. Those who have used their skills in a cockpit to make a living. You could say I was born into it, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So, send me in to do what I do best.
Okay, so we got Liana Moore. Liana Moore spent her early years in the Alegi system, a quiet rural frontier known for its massive AG centers, I guess that's like agricultural centers, facilities responsible for supplying food across large swaths of the region. She grew up in the shadow of domes and silos, tending hydroponic gardens and learning patience care and the quiet rhythm of life rooted in the soil. That ended in a fire. Oh, look at that. There's a typo here. There's 2 typos here. There should be a space. No, there's 1 typo. They need to put a space between that punctuation mark. An explosion at one of the AG centers, suspected sabotage, though no one ever claimed responsibility, killed dozens, including both her parents at age 12. Liana was pulled from the only home she'd ever known and sent to live with relatives in a remote, frosty part of the system. There, she met the man who would shape her future, her great-grandfather, Cormac Moore, a grizzled, retired mercenary who'd fought and survived many conflicts across the inner sphere. Cormac saw the loss in Liana's eyes, and instead of trying to soothe it, he taught her to forge it into resolve. Over years of training simulation, mech maintenance, and harsh survival drills, Liana learned the art of war, not out of bloodlust, but to ensure she'd never be powerless again. Now a full-fledged mercenary in her own right, Liana pilots her mech with eerie calm and discipline, still carrying a small vial of Alegi soil in her cockpit. Liana never forgets the flames that forged her destiny as a MechWarrior. She has assault mech affinity, LRM specialist. She likes hot dogs and is a cluster hitter. Well, welcome aboard.
I thought I'd die of boredom before I saw action again.
I don't think we need another Centurion. We're good there. Port Arthur. Port Arthur is actually where Mech Commander 1 takes... I know I've said it many times, but like that's where Mech Commander 1 takes place. Oh, a new Centurion, and a new different What trebuchet do we have? We have a 5N, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this new Centurion. This one's expensive because it's in good condition, but I guess we don't have to pay to repair it. But here's the Centurion AH, so let's go ahead and mark you off. There we go. Bingo, bingo, bongo. I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. Let's check out. Hypochondriac hates House Davion. Wow. I'm hired. Say no more. Say less. Archer, Crusader. What do we need for these? We need Catapult, Orion, Black Knight, Champion. Yeah, we don't need any of these. Hunchback is a no-go. Orion, a Stalker. Nah, we don't need any of these.
Prepped and ready, Commander.
A bad patient recovers slowly.
Let's see how
He's
basic
like,
one
are you
goes.
ready to stop wasting my time? But he's the one wasting time. Primarch says the Centurion is named after because of that AC-20. I thought it was named after like real monsters or something. That was my guess, but you know, sometimes you hit and miss.
I thought someone stubbed their toe whenever they were naming the mech.
Or it's like that like meme sound effect, that like guy screaming
Ready, sir. Let's get to work.
Nothing good here. I might take another trebuchet though, so I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. We have a hero mech for sale. And we need it. It's the Hero Catapult.
Oh, nice. The Jester?
Yeah, it's the Catapult J, the Jester. Let's go ahead and
That's not
grab
the
him.
worst thing in the world.
It's a new acquisition. This guy's greedy.
2 amps.
I want to get paid
2
for it.
amps. 2 ears.
Ready for action. Nice job.
All right, I will also take the. I'm gonna take the trebuchet as well. Trebuchet. All right, that's good. We'll leave some spending money, you know, just to kind of keep things going.
Yeah, yeah. I made the first trebuchet a SRM version. I don't know if you want to make that one LRMs perhaps instead.
No. If you want to make that one SRMs again, go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and let me go
Throw
ahead
them in and bring them back out.
Okay. Let me go ahead and
Save some dingoes. I wish I could do that. It honestly really depresses me that I can't.
all right, we need to move some of these mechs out of here because we don't necessarily need all of these mechs. Okay, I mean, I'm getting the cicada out of here. Like, I won't sell it, but like, come on, we can't really do anything else with this thing. This thing sucks fucking ass. So like, we've used it enough times. Like, I don't think people will be like, "Well, Fox, you're not testing these mechs thoroughly enough." Like, it sucks fucking ass.
There's other versions that might be better, perhaps. The hero mech will be good.
I think this spider with the 2 medium lasers also sucks ass. Like, it's just medium lasers are not it, so we're gonna try to take him out. We'll keep 2 regular spiders just for doing recon. Well, you know what? Maybe not. I mean, do I really? There's nothing to test on these mechs. Like, I want to keep them in play if there's still something that's worth testing. I don't think there's anything worth testing on these mechs anymore. Like, we're just doing, like, you know, very subtle changes to them. So I think they're fine. We're going to take those out. The urban mech, we could try some different weapons on it. The problem is, like, there's just really not a lot we can do with the urban mech. In fact, like, rapid fire is like the highest output weapon that we can put on this thing right now. You know, here's what we'll do. AC-10 rapid fire isn't even, it's not even as good. Let me see. 5.25 times 74.303. 390 DPS, which is like, I mean, that DPM, like, I mean, that's not a small number, but like, I don't even know if that's a whole lot better than AC5 rapid fire. AC5, this is a shitty AC5 rapid. Do we have like a better quality one? AC2 rapid fire. There it is, AC5 rapid fire.
Oh, we do.
All right, AC5 rapid fire. Let's do the math real fast. So AC5 is 3 times 120, 360. So it's like, this is almost as good as the other. The other one was 390. So it's like, what else is there to test with this mech? I mean, well, I'll okay, it can stay. I don't know how I just talked myself into letting it stay, but I just talked myself into letting it stay. All right, we got 3 Centurions, including the Centurion. And we've got ourselves the trebuchet. I think that's pretty good overall. So, like, let's go out and we should be able to do these missions a lot better now. Let's do this one. The pirate hunt.
Pirate Hunt Part 2, I guess.
Okay, so everything is ready. All of them. Oh, let me repaint them. Also, let me do their weapon groups real fast. That's probably fine. I'll reverse these. That's fine.
Oh, I did not do a single weapon group. Let you say that. Actually.
Yeah, no, I'll do it real fast. It's not a big deal. Before we just get in trouble with some dumb shit. There we go. All right, all their weapon groups are, well, not you. What do? You do large lasers? Kind of interesting. Oh, what a weird mech. You're like 2 large lasers, 2 medium lasers, 2 small lasers. Kind of interesting for an inner sphere mech. Oh!
Yeah,
I changed his paint. His paint has to go back to normal. There we go. I'm about to say, he looks a little weird. Now he looks extra weird, but he looked a little... I was like, that's not the way you're supposed to look. All right, here we go. Money. Salvage? Question mark? 33 salvage? Oh, we could get something out of that. I'm going to try the new mech. The Catapult JJ.
I very rarely ever see them. Do you know that?
And we never use it either, just because the Catapult hasn't been on the list. I think it looks funny. The AMs make it look like it has little ears.
What is this mission type?
It's a campaign mission. I think it's an assassination. Yeah, it looks like it has little ears.
I'm gonna bring this really sus Centurion. That is not gonna be good. I'm gonna use it.
The Susturian.
Yeah, it's like an AC-20 and an SRM-6. I just know it's gonna be bad, but I've already got one with an AC-5, got one with an AC-10, and I may as well.
I mean, it doesn't have any hard points. It has like no hard points, so it's like, what are you gonna do?
Just in case it's good again. I highly doubt it. I mean, the best you could do is just probably just stick a heavy rifle on it, honestly.
The target's name is Lucius Oeda.
I'm pretty sure this mech is a little faster than normal. Oh yeah, look at me, like cruising at 73 kilometers. And I can jump.
Oh, jump, yes. What?
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Money.
Empty.
It's like I can like jump around now.
Brilliant.
Whoop! 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 Oh, jump jets.
A level 3 LRM-20, that was good.
Oh.
Our target must have given us the slip.
We won't be using it for the foreseeable future, but...
Nope. But when we need it...
Well, maybe we get a catapult. Might use it when we get a catapult.
Wow, the drop off is crazy.
I'm not seeing our targets at this location. Make way to the next nav point. We might have more luck there.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, 2 of every laser is like, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose.
To the next nav point.
I can probably get along with it. I don't know how this mech's heat is gonna go, but like I feel like I can get along with it.
It's just like, can I just have 4 medium lasers or 4 small lasers? I just don't want... I'd happily have 1 downgrade.
Dara says he wants the champion flight mode. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist. They got rid of the flight mode. The flight capable one is its own unique model, and it was canceled. So like none of the champions we see are flight capable. They had all of the systems for flight removed.
Oh, there's a lot of things here. I am reversing.
Trying to not get their attention. Damn, someone's getting obliterated. I guess I should fight a little harder. That's fine.
Okay, destroyed that thing. How that was. Hit that griffin in the back.
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting hot. We're definitely getting spicy. This is not a cool ride. Well, I am in a very hot biome as well.
Target acquired.
Give it some credit.
Target destroyed.
Oh, headshot.
Found the targeted
He lived.
Move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
Get out of here.
Raider is dead. Good work. Now extract as soon as you can. I'm picking up heavy reinforcements en route. Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac.
We got a dropship coming in.
You want to fight it?
Probably, because I'm pretty sure I went all salvage. I can't remember,
Okay.
but like I'm pretty sure I
I
went
could
all
really
salvage.
do with cooling down a little bit first, so let's let them come to us.
I'm grabbing this cargo real quick.
Shadowhawk, anything I seen?
Always good to restock on ammo.
New target spider.
Oh, here's a... Oh, I completely missed. That is not good. What is this? A Hawk of the Shadow.
Got his leg. There's no escape now.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I hate locusts.
Kill the Shadowhawk.
I am chasing the locust down. There we go.
You see if you are, and I know this is like the whole adage, is a weapon good just because you've got good aim? I really like AC-20s when my aim's on point. As soon as my aim is not on point, they are so bad. I see like days like this where I'm feeling like I'm
I mean, it's a
shots,
very
like,
enjoyable
dead
weapon to use. Like that's what I'll say. The AC-20, it's a weapon that it is fun to use. Like you like the sound effects, you know, you like the size
Yeah,
of the
not beginner friendly.
projectile. Like it's a very like satisfying weapon to use. But like my problem with the AC-20 is just the damage is just really not that high.
No, the output is not great.
Try an Alpha Strike to see how much heat we get. We'll have to try it in another battle since like I wasn't able to get an opportunity for all of the weapons to line up. Oh, I'll take this. A Vindicator, we need that. This one was headshot. Who headshot the Vindicator?
Me.
Oh.
honestly.
Well, we get a Vindicator. That's good news for us.
That's one of the good things about an AC-20. If you do need to headshot something, it is quite useful for that.
All right, Vindicator will get repaired probably in between the streams.
Yeah.
Garrison
I'm
duty.
gonna let you do the Vindicator, to be honest, because I never know what to do with it.
There's
So I'm gonna
there's
leave that
there's
up
very
to you.
little you can do with the Vindicator is basically a Centurion. It's just a smaller Centurion.
Which is not really saying much about it, is it really?
It's like a smaller Centurion that uses a PPC instead of an autocannon. But it's a
feels like an
very,
insult a little bit.
very similar kind of mech.
I think I normally stick to like small lasers and a large laser on it, and normally just give it to the AI whenever I get one.
If we have a PPCX, that's what I'm going to do. I will put a PPCX. You want to try the Jester out?
Sure. Why not?
I'm going to use a Centurion. No, I'm going to use a Trebuchet.
Yeah, I'm curious. I never really used the Trebuchet ever, really, to be honest. So I'm kind of curious to see what GSR M6s and 3 small lasers do. I mean, it's should be alright, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's basically going to be a bigger javelin, that's fine.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with being a bigger javelin.
And one of the SRMs is in the arm, which is probably an upgrade.
Oh, somebody needs a mech. Also, let me get you that and that, and I need to blow my nose, so I'm going to mute myself for a moment. Ugh. Man, this stupid microphone. If there's a mute button on it, I don't know where it is. So, like, to mute, I have to go to OBS in order to do it, which is inconvenient. Are we under attack? Oh, no.
Enemy forces have broken into our
Wow,
territory.
Kakarot says, I like UAC when it doesn't jam. So do I. That's a really, that's
Position to intercept.
a
Do you
true
want me to alpha
statement.
strike
True
the
statement.
heat is?
Yeah. Count the heat when it's. Oh, Mercs, really?
Something's wrong, Commander. There's an
30, roughly.
unrecognized
30, that's not too bad.
closing in on your position.
Yeah, maybe that mech isn't half bad.
Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't get
I just would not want the like 4 medium lasers or 4 small lasers. I just don't like the asymmetry of it. Yeah, that's how an ambush works.
And she's like,
dropship above.
she is a character, I suppose.
I'm in place for an emergency evac. Complete
These guys' legs are like kind of really dead.
If not, we're ready to burn when you are.
You know what's funny is I don't talk about my family too often, but like my sister is like very different from me. Like you would never know we were related. Like she talks like 1,000,000 miles per hour. You talk to her for like 10 minutes, you'll have 4 separate conversations. When she drives in a car, she slams the gas when it's time to go, slams the brakes when it's time to stop, tries to hold a conversation and asks for directions at the same time, turns at the last minute, makes the wrong turn, gets back into like the primary lane. Like I was in the back seat and I was just like holding on to the little handrail on the roof of the car the entire time.
That was entirely stressful.
She's like a very, very high-speed woman.
Commander, be careful.
Like hates wasting time. Like just a very go, like just very, very high speed.
Did you have a nice time with their visit though?
Yeah, it was nice. Like, but let
You
me
don't see
tell
them very
you.
often, do you?
But you like, it's like people would be like, I cannot believe you two are related to each other.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
We went to Longhorn Steakhouse. Longhorn, let me tell you, it was not good. It was not good.
Really?
Longhorn was like, I ordered a New York strip rare, like a lime and I forgot what the margarita. I don't know what liqueur they added to the margarita, but I had a margarita, a New York strip rare, and then loaded potatoes. And like, the steak was really, really chewy. Like it was like, I mean, I feel like I've made steaks at home better than that. The margarita was okay, very expensive though, $13. I'm like, you know, I don't know about that. I think Disney makes a better margarita for the price that you were paying. It still wasn't bad though, but I mean, like, you know, like they're not like mixing their own alcohol. They're just buying alcohol. Like it's not like they have their own house brew or something. So like, how can you mess it up? And like, I guess unless you like chintz on the product. The loaded potato was cold by the time it got to me. There was no steam coming out of it. They barely put any bacon, barely put any cheese, barely any sour cream. Like it was basically just, I was basically just eating a potato, like a baked potato. I'm like, get out of my face. I'm like, this thing stinks.
Was it expensive or?
Yeah, I mean, the steak was like $22. Like the meal overall was probably approaching like $35 to $40. And I was just like, nah, that's massively overpriced for the quality that I got here. So I asked everybody on the way home, you know, just as a YouTuber might, like, let's get everybody's opinion on the meal. Everyone wanted to be polite, like, oh, you know, it was nice, it was fine, it was nice. I'm like, it sucked ass. I had to be that guy. I'm like, it stank, it wasn't good. Damn, he got my arm? That was rude. Not that it matters, I just had the 2 small lasers there.
How are you finding that thing?
A little bit hot, but like,
To be honest, it only has like 4 or 5 4 or 5 heat sinks. I kind of was thinking I could have went down to an SRM4 to put another one on, but to what point are you compromising?
I mean,
firepower?
SRMs are just really hot without double heat sinks. Like
Yeah,
there's just no escaping it, unfortunately. That's what I mean by, in many cases, this mech just becomes a javelin, because the javelin has the same problem. The javelin doesn't have the heat to use its weapons, and you know, like, yeah, you need those extra heat sinks to actually make a difference. This guy's disarmed.
But I like this mech. I like the lasers, to be honest. I've become somewhat fonder of large lasers, I would say, over the course of the past sort of, you know, 2 or 3 playthroughs. I don't say I'm in love with them. I don't think they're better.
Yeah, that's
than
exactly
PCX
how I
or
feel.
whatever.
I'm not
But they're
saying they
alright.
light me on fire, but like I'll make them work. 2.9 million C-bills for beating the Mercs. Rival Intel level 1. We'll take it for the Crater Cobras. We got a cicada. I guess I need to salvage those.
Well, we're also collecting them for the playthrough, right?
Yeah, but this one's a duplicate.
Oh, we already have that one. Anyway.
We got another fire starter though.
Oh, nice. A new one or the same?
For the bounty hunter, we get another 1,000,000 C-bills, a medium laser, SRM4, AC2, some ammo. We killed 3 fire starters. That's another 700,000 C-bills. The money is, we're racking it in. You know, we spent all that money. The money is back. So I cannot do this cicada one just yet because we actually need that last cicada. So we need to salvage one more cicada before I can pass that off to them. But this locust can go. About 400,000, just under 400,000 for that locust. And the rest of these can stay. No, the fire starter wasn't new. There won't be a new fire starter for a while either. Just because the remaining ones are basically hero models and stuff. Let's do this assassination. Primarch says, sounds like the steakhouse you would go to the manager by a former McDonald's, was ran by a former McDonald's employee. It's like, they act like they're so sophisticated too. Like, we went to like Longhorn and they're like, oh my gosh, like we are higher class than Chili's. Like, Chili's? Like, they basically charge twice as much as money as Chili's while being the same quality as Chili's. I made the mistake of saying, they asked me, like, where do you want to go? Like, I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, you know, you guys planned this visit. Why don't you guys choose it? Oh, okay. I should have just told them where to go. I should have told them to go to Raglan Road in Disney Springs, which is like an Irish restaurant. Like, I've been there personally, so I can already attest to the quality. So, like, that's what I should have done, but alas, I didn't do that. So this is a volcanic environment. It's going to be quite hot, so I probably won't use the trebuchet here. Trebuchet's gonna be too hot for that, so I'm gonna use. Maybe I'll use the Centurion. I'll
use the.
The other Centurion. Maybe I'll bring another. Maybe I'll bring all of our Centurions. Nope, we can't.
If you line up headshots with that thing, which is easier said than done, of course, it works quite well.
We got someone who hates Davion in here. Base department. Red Eric says an old cold tater. That's what it was. It wasn't steaming or anything. And like I said, the meat was really chewy. The meat was seasoned fine. Like, it tasted fine, but really chewy. Like, it was clearly not it was clearly not a good cut of meat. Like, it was one of their, like, you know, like just crummy cuts of meat.
Was it like sirloin or what was it? Or
New York strip.
Just... Okay, alright. I don't even know about this, to be honest.
Like, all I can say is that Disney was better. Like, I've had steak at Disney, and like their steak was way better. I've had New York strip at Disney, and their steak was better. So, and it was,
there you go.
And it was equal price, same price. That's what I. Whoa, is this gonna heat me up? No. Oh, it is. It does heat you up. It shouldn't matter though, where there's no combat here. I should cool down by the time I get there. Getting in that, like, hot lava. So, what is everyone's expectation of the Wolves of Tukiad? So, like, they chose Clan Wolf because I'm pretty sure, I don't have it memorized, but I'm pretty sure in the Battle of Tukiad, Clan Wolf wins its battle. So they probably chose Clan Wolf so that you can win your conflict in Tukiad, because Tukiad gets divided up. Like, it's not one clan doing all the fighting. It's like, basically the clans kind of come together and they like join together to do some fighting. And the battle occurs in several different cities. And the battle that Clan Wolf was committed to, they actually won their battle. And I'm pretty sure that's why they chose it there. So I'm guessing that's my expectation, is that they chose Clan Wolf because, one, they haven't done Clan Wolf yet. Clan Wolf's also one of the main characters of the clans. They're one of the two big characters are, well, I guess Jaguar is also really big. It's really Clan Wolf, Jade Falcon, and Smoke Jaguar. They are the big characters. So, you know, they wanted to choose somebody different. And they wanted to choose somebody who won, I guess. All right, no target here. I don't know if they're going to attack me or not.
Loot here.
One thing I don't like about AC-20 is like, you know, I'm not going to fire an AC-20 at like a helicopter.
Target destroyed.
Unless it's a big helicopter.
But I will fire an AC-10 at one.
And like, whereas the AC-5, I'm perfectly fine firing. I'm perfectly fine using an AC-5 on a helicopter. I'm perfectly fine using an AC-5 on a mech.
Target destroyed.
There's absolutely no point in me walking to him on the way over here.
Yeah, I'm heading back right now. Wow, Kakarot says 16 machine guns on an adder, and you will not regret it. Put 16 machine guns on an adder. I didn't know you could put 16 machine guns on an adder. I don't know if you have to have YAML to do that or not. But if you don't have to, yeah, I'll do it. Happy Teddy Bear says that is the Daddy Writer's favorite faction. That is something that BattleTech does. You know, okay, I'm willing to criticize. Even though I like BattleTech, I'm willing to criticize as well. Like, you know, I'll call it as I see it. I do think that in the storylines, BattleTech suffers pretty massively from favoritism. Does it ruin the story? No, it doesn't ruin the story, but it definitely diminishes the story because basically there's a very obvious American favoritism, which is why Davion and Steiner are like the good guys in the storyline. And then like, yeah, obviously the Crusaders are not going to be they're going to see the Crusaders as like, oh, like tyrannical villains or something like that. Like, it's definitely something where I don't think the writers were able to emotionally distance themselves to try to write. They should be trying, basically, this is what you should do. When you make a faction, you should try to steel man the faction and write them as the best version they could be. And even if they're like, you know, Liao, for example. Liao, if they are supposed to be the underdogs, write them as the strongest version of the underdogs. So, because the thing is, even if you want Liao to be a villain faction, you need to be able to take them seriously. They need to be taken seriously as a villain faction. Same with the Draconis Combined. The Draconis Combined, if you're going to have them be an antagonistic faction, make them a serious antagonistic faction, because if your villains are not serious, then the conflict is kabuki theater, because you're not fighting real deadly enemies. You're not fighting enemies who are like a real problem. And, like, that's the problem with the Draconis Combined. Like, they're very, like, silly. Like, the Draconis Combined has, like, very weird, like, mystical rituals that, like, an advanced civilization would not have. Or if they did have them, they would keep them as cultural things rather than, like, you know, like, okay, like, you would not make military decisions with tarot cards. Maybe you could get a conversation started with tarot cards and use the tarot cards to kind of get some thought-provoking ideas going, but you would not base military decision-making on something like tarot cards. And, like, the Draconis Combined doesn't do that, but they essentially do things very similar to that. And while that makes you more kind of, like, mysterious and mystical, it also makes you stupid. And, like I said, if your antagonist is stupid, then you're playing games. You're not, like, making, like, a serious adversary. And, like, those are some of the things I don't like about the writing in BattleTech. Like, I definitely think that, like, that is something they could go back and redo. Not that I trust Catalyst Games to go back and redo it, so scratch that. Don't go back and redo it. But, like, certainly I think the favoritism of the writers diminishes some of the elements of BattleTech. And they really needed to get some writers to, like, either emotionally distance themselves or get writers who are philosophically wise on what they're writing about. Moving in on the Firestarter? Damn, the Firestarter took a beating. I don't know if that was the,
I think it was, and so did this, spider.
Oh, he crashed into me. Oh, I'm big and fat, and I don't have good mobility. Oh, I crashed into him again. He's so fast. I can't even use both weapons. Like, the AC-20 is too hot, so I have to use just the AC-20 for the most part.
There's a lot of Griffin here. Just be careful, there's more mechs appearing.
Okay, I'm duking it out with this Shadowhawk. Or turn around so I can get you. Turn around so I can get you. Please just die. Damn, I'm almost overheating with just the AC-20. I'm at 99 heat. I gotta like chill out for a bit.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Did that Griffin overheated?
You also have two partisans here, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hit the partisans. He's driving through the lava. That can't be good for you. You can't just be submerging your tank in the lava.
New target Griffin.
He's like, Battletech rules. Not my problem.
He's like, nah, I'd win. Damn, I overheated. I thought Ah was the laser centurion. That's the Al. The Al.
You can call me Al.
Oh god.
Got our target.
You did it.
Done. I have
I overheated as well.
showing up as KIA on my scopes. Great work.
Right, let's get the hell out of here. Sorry, I think.
Let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Target destroyed.
This is like, it's like a weird version of the Hunchback, because like, you know, the Hunchback does the AC-20 and the 3 lasers. This does the AC-20 and the SRM-6. I guess the SRM-6 is probably better. I don't know if it can handle the heat though, but we'll have to try it in a more
I do like-
neutral, a more neutral battlefield.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad in that last one. It was pretty hot, but like it wasn't stupid.
New target.
I guess you're putting in the worst case scenario in this position, aren't you?
Ooh, I missed.
Do you want to fight that thing or do you want me to go in? Oh,
I'll squish it real fast. There's no way I'm going to hit this with an AC-20 at this range. Whoa, bam!
oh, you did? I think you hit him in the leg. Yes. I really like the look of the Centurion. It's a pity
mean,
how
and-
crap it is.
Yeah, guns do produce a lot of heat, but realistically, you would not... Like, the heat seat system in Battletech is really just for Battletech. Like, for example, a tank in real life does not need, like, that kind of, like, ventilation. Like, the heat is handled in the barrel, and so the barrel gets, like, heavily air-cooled. Like, it wouldn't need, like, this really heavily dedicated heat-sinking system. But, like, that's just
the gas
something...
system's very
That
good
is
as well.
something that is just for... MechWarrior 5 for like the MechWarrior series, like just it's more of a game play mechanic than like something that would actually affect the vehicle. And like I don't have a problem with that. Like I don't have a problem with making some realism concessions for realism if it produces a more entertaining. Like here's my view on realism. The realism just needs to sell the believability. If the realism is enough where I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm in a giant robot, then I'm like, that's realistic enough. If, like, for example, Battletech doesn't have realistic armor. They don't have armor penetration, they don't have, like, armor hardness. That's not really a concept. Now, if Battletech was a real world, like, if we lived in a real Battletech world that had our fix, then it would be totally different. Like, you wouldn't have armor points. You would have, like, armor hardness, you'd have, like, armor thickness, and then your weapons would have armor penetration rating and stuff like that. Like, that's just that's just like because you gotta have the video game mechanic. And I'm willing to, like I said, it doesn't bother me. I think it would be cool if they did another Battletech spin-off game, a different kind of MechWarrior game that went for more realistic armor. Like, it could be interesting. I would like to play that game, but we don't have that game, so I'm okay with how it is there. And so like. It's just one of those things you got to pick and choose. So looks like we've got a Vindicator. We're not going to pull that in until next stream, but we can use the Vindicator. And I actually did complete one of my stream objectives. One of my objectives this stream was to get into medium mechs, like right here on the to-do list. Time to buy medium mechs. We actually completed that, so I'm happy to see that my primary objective on my stream notes was good. We are running up on time, though. It is 6:04. Just as some outro news, I will be on tomorrow to play Wolves of Tukiad. Wolves of Tukiad is supposed to be hitting on 2 p.m. Eastern time, which is UTC -5. They're usually a little bit late, and my plan is I am going to try to beat Wolves of Tukid in a single stroke. I'm going to try to play it and go through the whole campaign in one playthrough. If you're wondering why would I do that, it's because it's just the way viewership works. Viewership dies really severely after the day the game comes out. So I want to soak up the maximum amount of viewership as possible on the first day, because the second day you can expect typically a 50% loss of viewership. And since the DLC isn't that long, it's not going to take multiple days. Like, we're just going to plow through it in one go. Here is a link into the Discord if you'd like to join. We are watching the original Mobile Suit Gundam for Anime Night on Tuesday and Thursday. Normally that would be tomorrow. There is a good chance I will need to cancel Anime Night tomorrow due to, I don't think that Wolves of Tukid will be done in time. If the campaign is only like 6 hours long, then yes, I will host Anime Night on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, UTC -5. But otherwise, I think that is good. The season is starting to ramp up, so I might be able to continue working on King Crab again, but I've had a lot of family visiting and stuff like that, so I've been like disrupted. But I think we will be able to get things back on track at least until the end of December. I will be streaming during Christmas and everything, though, like mainly because I don't celebrate holidays. So like I will be streaming through Christmas. Also, I hear viewership's actually pretty good during Christmas, surprisingly, because a lot of people are visiting and they don't have anything to do. So yes, expect more content going forward. Wolves of Tukid should not disrupt this playthrough. I will continue this playthrough through the Wolves of Tukid, and yeah, we will continue where we left off. Sorry if I didn't get to anyone's comments. Thank you very much, Souza, for the donation, and thank you very much, Dara, for the donation. Thank you for being such a great audience, everybody. I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me as usual, Dr. Sheriff Crab, but we are dipping out, everyone. So deuces, everyone, and remember that you don't have to be good to get good.